Hello everyone, welcome back to Microsoft Flight Simulator and the stream. I'm Martin Wenzel, and we are here in Andorra, LESU. Let me pull it up. I'm going to get all the names wrong if I don't have it in front of me. We're at Andorra, LESU de Urgell Airport in Montferrer y Castellbò, Spain. And we're going to be flying over to Andorra La Vella Heliport in Andorra La Vella. Andorra La Vella meaning basically Andorra the town, to differentiate from Andorra the municipality or whatever it is technically called in Andorra. We're going to be using the Airbus H135 helicopter created by Hype Performance Group. Anything else? Nothing really else. We do have Alpha Indy Group traffic. We have the Four Seasons packs from for the trees from Bajan Habashi. Let's get going. Sorry for the extended wait there. I wanted to get going at 9:30, and then the baby came in and wanted to get a bath. So he got a bath, and we're going to start at 10 o'clock here, the scheduled time on the stream at least. So not a big deal, but sorry for the wait. So what do I want to do? I want to get inside the helicopter. I'm just using the basic flight mode and ready for takeoff, just like that. Don't even have to do all the startup and turn on all the engines because we're just doing this for fun. This helicopter is not. This is free. The H135 is free. They also have an H145, the same people, the same group, a Hype Performance Group. And that one is payware, and that's technically the passenger version, the commercial version, whereas this is an emergency helicopter. Typically, the H135 is an emergency helicopter, and then the H145 is more of a passenger. But for our purposes, it doesn't matter. Alright, so I'm just pushing the throttle, and that's going to control this arm, which controls our altitude, typically. Now what I kind of need to do is figure out where we're going. Because I don't think...
Barcelona Center Alpha India Romeo Bravo Uniform Sierra is type 1
That's crazy, this airport is...
Echo Sierra Uniform, 2,900 feet. Request flight following. Alpha India Romeo Bravo Uniform Sierra Barcelona Center. Squawk 5302. Squawk 5302, Bravo Uniform Sierra. Bravo Uniform Sierra radar contact, 1 mile south of Lima Echo Sierra Uniform, 3,000.
Let's see, is there a way to... Let's see if this works. Probably is not, but it's AD.
Roger, Bravo Uniform Sierra.
Oh.
Barcelona Center Beeline Tree 685 is at 7,100 feet, climbing 8,700 feet. Beeline Tree 685, Barcelona Center QNH Tree 0.11 continue as planned.
I don't want a waypoint, I want an airport. Nearest airport, let's see. I just doubt we're going to get the airport we need. I don't think it's in the sim. Alright, so I'll go back to this. And let me make sure I'm going the right direction. Yep. So we're going to go up this valley. Once we get to Andorra La Vella, we'll try to find that helipad. I think it's out of building, obviously.
Arabian Mirage Tree 6 traffic is 11 o'clock 4 miles at 2,700 feet, Boeing 737. Report them in sight. Ryanair 7429er traffic is 12 o'clock 3 miles at 2,700 feet, Airbus A320. Report them in sight. I
also have a power line and a solar panel pack installed, so when you see power lines, that's what those are from, and he tries to put them in everywhere they're supposed to be in Europe and the US so far. sometimes if they're going over a river or a place where planes are going to fly, they have the little red and white balls on them, and they're painted a certain way. Oops. Actually, I'm going up the wrong valley. Going the wrong way here. I'm following the wrong river. So that's LESU du Gel over there. And the Gel is well, originally the Principality of Andorra was ruled by the Count of Urgell until 988. Principality of Andorra was believed to have been created by Charlemagne, and until 988 was ruled by the Count of Urgell, but then it was transferred to the Roman Catholic Diocese of Urgell, so that's where you're getting the Dia Gel here in LESU. Its present principality was formed in 1278, and it's headed by two co-princes, the Bishop of Urgell in Catalonia, Spain, and then the President of France. So that's very interesting. Emmanuel Macron is one of the co-princes of Andorra. So here we are. This is the La Valira. We're going to follow that up into Andorra. I don't know why we need to keep reporting all these planes in sight. I guess Andorra is still going to have snow at this point. This is let's see, Rival and Exoval. Like right there, you can see the power lines, and if we hit those power lines, it will knock us out of the sky. Those are actually there. You can see little balls on them. Pretty cool. See some more power lines right there. Alright, so here we are coming up on Andorra La Vella. I'm going to see if I can find the building I think is where the helipad is. I think it's this one right here. Everything's auto-gen though, which is unfortunate because there's actually a pretty interesting, there's at least one interesting building in this area. And unfortunately we don't have it. Maybe it's not that building. Alright, I'm gonna try to land. Kinda hard to tell where that is. I wish I could get into a hover here. There we go. Kind of in a hover. Well, this whole area is Andorra, but it's basically the valley where there's... This is the town, Andorra. I think this green is where we would land. Kind of just hovering right now. So since we're in a hover, we actually need to start using the rudders to stay straight. Well, I don't know if we're actually in a hover. Try to find... There's actually some pretty interesting buildings, but unfortunately the auto gen doesn't really display it very well. I have no idea where this helipad is.
Barcelona Center EZ8626 is passing 7,500 feet, climbing flight level tree 60. EZ8626 Barcelona Center QNH tree 0.14, continue as planned. Ryanair 7429er traffic is 1 o'clock 4 miles at 5,600 feet Airbus A320. Report them in sight. Boeing 8751 traffic is 3 o'clock 3 miles at 7,300 feet Boeing 737. Report them in sight. Ryanair 7429er have the traffic. Barcelona Center Boeing 8753 is at 8,000 feet, climbing 9,600 feet. Boeing 8753 Barcelona Center QNH tree 0.14, continue as planned.
Yeah, I kind of got to figure out where to... I think we'll land over there. We've got a decent field. Probably a soccer field over there. Probably run into some power lines. So we're not going to land right on the heliport, unfortunately, because I have no idea where it is, to be honest.
Barcelona Center Aircraft 702 Heavy is passing 5,700
Where are we going? Why can't I? Why do I have no control over this thing? Why am I tipping over? Oh man.
Bravo Uniform Sierra, have the traffic. Easy 8626 traffic is 3 o'clock 3 miles at 3,800 feet. Report them in sight. Easy 8626, heavy in sight.
I wish there was a way to make the thing hover. Like it is a helicopter, but it's constantly going forward.
Ryanair 90056 traffic is 12 o'clock 4 miles at 8,200 feet Airbus A319. Report them in sight.
Jeez.
Easy 8626 traffic is 2
Why?
o'clock 3 miles.
Why? I don't understand it. It just decides to flip over on me. Well, yeah. Successful landing? Oh man. Well, there you go. That's how good I am at landing these helicopters.
9056 traffic in sight.
All right. Well, landing rate was I got a -6.
121.25.
Oh, all right. Let's flip this thing over.
7429er.
I'm never gonna be able to flip it over though.
Easy 8626 traffic
Oh.
in sight.
Oh, I'm already flipped over. I'm awesome at landing. Yeah, it's just so... I mean... You get down there and then suddenly it just wants to flip over. It's like, how do I land this thing? I'll never know. Alright, there we are. We're fixed. Alright, ended that. Let's see, what did I get for a landing rate? I got a 6 feet.
Iberia Tree 122, contact Bordeaux
Oh,
Center on 121.25.
What's that? I landed at the airport
Good
already.
day.
It's hurting my average landing rate. These helicopter landings. Not very good. Alright, let me just flip this around.
121.25 Iberia Tree 122.
And we'll do a little bit more tour of
Traffic is 2 o'clock 4 miles
Andorra,
at 5,000
and then
feet Airbus. Report them in sight.
I'll head back to LESU, LESU, or whatever, however it's said.
At 2,700 feet Airbus A320. Report them in sight.
I don't know why I have to report all these.
Tree 484 traffic
Airbus.
is 3 o'clock 3 miles at 6,800 feet Boeing 737. Report them in sight. Ryanair 90056 contact Bordeaux Center on 121.25. Good day.
Didn't land anywhere close to where that heliport is.
121.25 Ryanair 900.
Yep, excuse bumpy landing. Try not to hit the power lines. If at all possible. Alright. So this is Andorra, La Vella, Andorra the town. Let's see, we'll go up to end camp.
Alpha India Romeo Bravo Uniform Sierra Barcelona Center.
See how much more there is to see. Not a ton.
054.
Unfortunately, no photogrammetry for this area. Which is a little disappointing because they did do a world update of this area, supposedly.
Lima
Would have been cool if they put some of the landmarks here. But I think there's some pretty decent looking buildings in Andorra. Alright, so then camp's gonna be this way. Looks like. No, not that way. Wrong river. You gotta follow the right rivers or you're gonna go nowhere. Alright, here's Ancam.
Traffic is 9 o'clock, 4 miles at 7,500 feet Airbus A320. Report them in sight.
And Canillo.
Boeing 8621 traffic is 1 o'clock, 4 miles at 8,400 feet Airbus A321. Report them in sight.
Yeah, it's kind of following these roads and rivers. Like a lot of the roads even kind of dead end as they reach France here. Yep, I'm gonna head back to LESU, and then we'll do the flight from LESU over to Madrid. So we'll be flying back to Madrid, land at that nice airport. And then we'll see if I do anything after that. Might do a domestic US flight after that. We'll see. Here's El Tartar. Well, I only get to fly like once or twice a week, so I mean, there are some guys that, some of these guys out here, they'll fly, you know, 8 hours a day. I'm like, I don't have time for that, unfortunately. I mean, I could technically probably stream. I could fly all night. I mean, but typically by about 2 or 3 in the morning I need to kind of set other things up, pay the bills, do whatever else I need to get done on my day off when I have time. It's a very interesting area where there's like no trees coming in for some reason. Clearly tell it. I think there's still trees. It's kind of, might be bare out here. I think the pass is over there. Yeah, you can kind of see how the mountains kind of hedge everything in with the French border, Spanish.
120.75 for KLM 589er heavy.
Alright, see you later, Sean. Yep, we'll be back in the Airbus pretty soon.
Airflow 2621 traffic is 3 o'clock full miles at 5,900 feet Airbus A319. Report them in sight.
I feel like I'm up in Norway or Iceland or something right now.
2060 is at 7,900 feet, climbing 9,000.
Yeah, we're almost 10,000 feet up.
Ryanair 2060 Barcelona, center QNH tree 0.14, continue as planned. Barcelona center Boeing 8031 is at 8,500 feet, climbing 9,400 feet. Boeing 8031 Barcelona, center QNH tree 0.14, continue as planned.
We'll go back down to Andorra La Vella, and then I'll kind of go up to La Massana, where another heliport is. I'm not going to try to land there, but we'll kind of go up there, and then we'll turn around. We won't go the whole way up that valley. But basically, yeah, it looks like there's like 2 or 3 main valleys, and they kind of just peter out as they get towards the French border. And so it's like everything's very self-contained in Andorra. And it doesn't look like there's a lot of connection between Andorra and France. You can't really... You can only kind of get out of Andorra going south to LESU de Urgell. So it is kind of interesting that that it's divided. It's ruled by the President of France and the Bishop of Urgell. I mean, it sort of makes sense because it's right in between those two places, that bishopric and obviously the nation of France. But you know, France is kind of cut off from it in many ways.
Boeing 8031 traffic is 2 o'clock, 2 miles at 4,600 feet Airbus A320. Report them in sight. Easy 2266 traffic is 2 o'clock, 4 miles at 5,800 feet. Report them in sight. Bravo Uniform Sierra traffic is 2 o'clock, 4 miles at 8,600 feet Airbus. Report them in sight.
Bravo Uniform Sierra, have the traffic.
Easy 2266, heavy in sight.
Alright, back over NCOM. There's actually a big tunnel. That might be it right there, actually. That might be the entrance. I'm not sure. There's like a tunnel that cuts through. Actually, that's probably it. It cuts through this mountain to get over to kind of... Not sure why, but cut over to La Massana. So I guess you don't have to go all the way into Andorra La Vella. Kind of cut it off. I'm guessing it's probably right there. So here's Andorra La Vella, Andorra the town. We're gonna swing up this valley.
Going to 121.25 Boeing 3322. Easy 2266 contact Bordeaux Center on 121.25. Good day.
This is the Valira del Nord. Guessing the North River.
Barcelona Center Air Portugal 871 is passing 5,500 feet, climbing 12,000 feet. Air Portugal 871, Barcelona, Center QNH 30.14 continue as planned. Lion Air Tree 976, contact Bordeaux Center on 121.25. Good day.
La Massana.
Air Portugal 871 traffic is 3 o'clock 3 miles at 8,000.
Alright, so if you go to the left there, that'll take us up to Arinsal. Xixirella. The other one will take up, this one's going to take us up to La Cornada, Ansalonga, Erans, El Sra.
Flight level 220. 121.25 all the way in air, tree 976. Barcelona Center load emotion.
I don't want to turn around before I get too deep in here.
8,100 feet, climbing 9,000 feet.
But yeah, that's Andorra. Not a big place. Just a lot of little villages kind of tucked in here in the mountains and the Pyrenees between Spain and France. Just to the east, there actually is an exclave of Spain. An exclave is where you have a part of a country, but it's completely surrounded and in another country. And so, you know, there's all kinds of those borders on these mountains and just in Europe in general. A lot of exclaves and enclaves. I think that's an exclave if you're in a... I think if you're a country, you know, you have Spain, and then there's this little a section of Spain in another country. I think that's an exclave. But enclaves and exclaves, I forget how the perfect definition. But yeah, just off to the east, we almost flew over it when we went up the other valley. If we had been able to get over the mountains, we would have been able to go to it. All right, so here's Andorra La Vella. We're gonna start headed back to LESU. Airport. In our Airbus H135 helicopter. Not the best helicopter pilot, as evidenced by that attempted landing earlier. Hopefully we can make a slightly better landing at the airport. We'll have a little bit more room.
Lion Air 2060 have the Airbus A321 in sight.
Do I really have the Boeing 737 in sight? I have no idea where it is. It's like probably way up above my head.
Lion Air 2060 have the Boeing 737 in sight.
Maybe I'm just hearing the other chatter, I guess. Careful of those power lines.
Is 1 o'clock 4 miles at 5,000.
Any moment they could probably just cross right over the river.
Report them in sight.
Bravo Uniform Sierra, have the traffic.
Bravo Uniform Sierra traffic is 10 o'clock 4 miles at 5,900 feet Airbus A319. Report them in sight. Europa 108 traffic is 11 o'clock 3 miles at 5,500 feet, Boeing 737.
Alright, as this valley opens up, we'll be at LESU d'Urgell.
Europa 108 traffic is 2 o'clock 4 miles at 5,500 feet Airbus A319. Report them in sight.
And the airport will be off to our right.
Bravo Uniform Sierra, have the Airbus A319.
Might have to climb a little bit to get to it.
Bravo Uniform Sierra traffic alert. 3 o'clock less than 1 mile, 5,900 feet Airbus A319. Report them in sight.
LESU d'Urgell.
Sierra traffic in sight.
Bravo Uniform Sierra traffic is 4 o'clock 3 miles at 4,700 feet EMB 195. Report them in sight.
Bravo Uniform Sierra
I'm guessing this is a castle.
Europa
Should be a
108
castle.
traffic is 9 o'clock 2
So I'm
miles
guessing
at
is there.
5,900 feet Airbus
Alright,
A319.
let's see, where's the airport?
Report them in sight.
I think that's the airport right over there.
Europa 108 traffic is 4 o'clock 2 miles at 3,000 feet. Report them in sight. Alpine 4418 traffic is 6 o'clock 4 miles at 4,500 feet EMB 195. Report them in sight. Air Portugal 871 traffic is 8 o'clock 2 miles at 3,900 feet Boeing 737. Report them in sight. Route Motion 2604 traffic is 4 o'clock 3 miles at 5,500 feet Airbus A319. Report them in sight. Europa 108 have the traffic. Air Portugal 871
Hey,
have the traffic.
Spookly! Spookly, thanks for the raid. Welcome, Raiders. How you doing? Just in time to...
Alpine 4418 have the traffic.
Thanks, Average Joe. Thanks for the follow, Rack Next. Yep, I'm just trying to land here at LESU Airport, just outside of Andorra, north side of Spain.
4 traffic in sight.
And just in time, we're going to go to an intermission. Ooh, another raid from Rack Next. Just in, like I said, just inside to watch me try to crash this helicopter. Thank you, thank you. What's going on here? Thanks for the raid. 2 raids at the same time. 2 raids for the price of 1. I don't know if you guys just coordinated that or what, but awesome. Yeah, we're going to try to get landed at this airport. Then we're going to switch over to the Airbus and fly back to Madrid. I'm pretty bad at the helicopter though. Okay, let's see if I can. When I landed in Andorra, hey Gobblies, I landed in Andorra on my head, so let's see if we can make this a slightly better landing. Oy, oy, oy. I can't get this helicopter to go where I want it to. Nope, 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 nope. Uh-oh.
Europa 108 traffic is 10 o'clock 4 miles at 8,600 feet Airbus A320.
Yes, that is my skill at landing. Oh my goodness. Thanks for the follow, Average Joe. So this is a freeware helicopter. You can get it for Microsoft Flight Simulator. But beware, you have to kind of figure out how to land it, and I suck at landing this thing. Let's get back inside, let's shut it down. Why, you've never been on a plane? Well, my plane landings are just a little bit better. Alright, so I'm gonna pop up Valanta, just show where we kind of flew on that little leg there. that's where we flew. Kind of just flew around Andorra. We had landed.
2442 traffic is 10 o'clock, 4 miles at 5,000 feet, Boeing
The Andorra is just between France and Spain.
Motion 2604 traffic is 4 o'clock, 4 miles at 4,500 feet Airbus.
And I doubt my landing. Yeah, there you go. There's a landing rate. We're dead. 3,761. Of course we're dead. Which is ruining my average landing rate for this this world tour, but I suck at the helicopter. Alright, so we're gonna head down. I'm gonna flip over to the Airbus A320 and we're gonna fly down to Madrid. So back out of this. And for all you guys new here, I'm doing a world tour and I'm gonna give you a look at a map of the world so far, all the places we've been and where we're going. Take a second here. So here we are, that's Andorra right there, and we're gonna flag out. There it is. So everywhere we've been so far, we've been to all these countries, we've flown in, real commercial flight, flown out. Some places we've been multiple times. Spain, we've kind of been hanging out in Spain lately because trying to get Andorra. Once we get down to Madrid, we're going to fly back up to Luxembourg, and then we're going to fly down to right around here, Rimini, Italy, so we can get into San Marino. I still also need to get Liechtenstein, and then we'll head up to Gibraltar, Ireland, Iceland. We got a few cool places to go next pretty soon. When to India? India's going to be a while because we're currently headed west, so we're going to be flying into the Americas, and then we'll fly across Pacific and do all that island hopping. Because I originally started this whole world tour thing back in X-Plane. So, I started in New Zealand, and now I'm going to head to... And I headed all the way over to... Got to Africa, and then I switched over to Microsoft Flight Simulator, so... still continuing that direction, and we'll make our way back to India, and that'll be fun. I'm looking really forward to it, but it's going to be a while. Alright. Awesome. Awesome, Racknex, yeah. Alright, I got quite a few people from India who are looking forward to that. Okay, well, for you guys on Twitch, I'm going to go to intermission. Please hang around. Probably give me 15 minutes, probably. I just need to get everything flipped over to the next flight, and then we will be in the Airbus and taking off. For you guys on YouTube, let me grab a link to the next stream. Keep it all clean over there. Maybe I'll even have the just chatting screen on. You guys on Twitch are not just left completely in the dark. Alright, here we go. Get the link.
Europa 1061, contact Bordeaux Center on 121.25.
Alright, yeah, we'll be doing at least one more flight here. Okay, that's the link on YouTube for the next stream. If you're on Twitch, we're just going to go to an intermission screen or chat while I set up the next flight. So, here we go. I'll keep a just chat on. That way you know I'm still alive. And maybe I'll go to intermission screen. Well, we'll go to intermission screen for a second, and then I'll go to just chat or something. All those fun things. Go.
Ryanair 4514, contact Bordeaux Center on 121.25. Good day.
Alright, so I'll be back in about 15 minutes, and we'll be ready to fly.
5,100 feet Airbus A319. Report them in sight. Iberia Tree 268 traffic is 11...